have our moments. I told somebody the other day, he's like, you know, crabs are sweet, but they do pinch every once in a while.
Oh, wow, a crab joke right away.
That's not true.
Well,
That's not true.
well, you guys are here for a reason, and the title of the show is about escaping the past and stuff like that. And you guys have a story, and I thought maybe we should talk about that. Why don't you take me back a little bit in your story to around, I guess, the second year of your marriage or so.
The second year of our marriage, well, I'm going to go back even further than that. It'll lead up to that. When I was 5 years old, I started being molested by men that were in my life, and very close to home, not directly at home, but close to home, and didn't even realize the damage that it had done emotionally. You know, it was one of those scars that was so deep that you didn't see it, and went on for about 4 or 5 years. You know, the parents found out. It was a horrible thing, and it was one of those things when you talk and you hear about it and you talk to somebody, why didn't you say anything? It's you feel like you have done something wrong, that it's something that you have done, and you don't deserve to feel that way. It's a horrible feeling, and so when it finally came out, it was one of those things nobody knew how to deal with it, and so it was just kind of swept under the rug, so to speak, and started coming out in my teenage years. Drugs, alcohol, men, just pulling and grasping at straws to fill a void that was in my life. And I met Aaron when I was 19 years old at a concert. My mom said, why don't you come out and hear this group? And I went for Mom, you know, but God had a better plan, and I'm thankful for that, but wasn't completely honest with Aaron up front. And so I told him this much to get by with what I could for him to know who I was. But 2 years on into our marriage, every night I would go to bed and think, this man don't even know who I am. He has no idea where I've been. And I might get emotional. About 2 years into our marriage, the enemy had fought me and told me, look at you. Who are you kidding? Traveling around on a 45-foot tour bus with a gospel group, a ministry. And so I told God, standing on our steps of the bus, and I'll never forget it, I was in Central City, Kentucky, and I screamed to God, and I said, if you don't do something in my life, I'm out of here. I was leaving, only because I didn't know how to tell him. I didn't know how he would react. And I walked about 50 foot to our product table, and this woman, God sent this woman into my life. She said, I need to talk to you. And she took me behind a nursing home in Central City, Kentucky, and began talking to me and praying with me. And the Spirit of God came down. Because we pray.